Sutras or tips, aphorisms for success and happiness. These are the only two things what humanity requires. And finally, we'll realize that happiness is success. What are the chapters we did till now? First chapter was take charge. Why must take charge of our own? We must take charge of our own life. We must own up responsibility of our life completely, not blame, complain about anything, because once we own up responsibility of our own life, especially what we feel, then we become in charge of it. When we blame on other person, then we are not in charge of anything and we cannot change it. Second is, we have got so many things in life, so we must ask one question, that what all things I have got, and we must perform to our maximum potential. Because if we do not use our potential, next life it is not available for us. Then we must find something which is empowering us constantly. When we get up in the morning, we must be inspired. When we go to sleep, we must be peaceful. So they say that, we had seen this statement, that a noble higher goal wakes us up inspired. And when we have noble values, it makes us sleep peacefully. Then the next was workable tips, how to manage time, how to manage ourselves, etc. And then very important chapter we took about relationships, how to deal with people, how to build sound relationships, how to create joy, peace, happiness in relationships. And then the next chapter was taken as relating with things, how to have relationship with things. And today we are going to start the last chapter of this book called as Jivan Sutrani, where Guruji has given complete chapter allocated for this topic called as mind. Most mysterious in this universe is human mind. I am asking this question to most corporate people or whoever I come across, that you know so many things about. You can ask this question to Chat GPT. Google knows everything except what is happening in our mind. Google knows everything. Today, Chat GPT, artificial intelligence will know everything, but artificial intelligence will not know consciousness. Artificial intelligence will not know beyond what it has. And today we are going to see that human mind is only capable of knowing the consciousness. Human mind is only capable of knowing what is beyond it, because that is the power of human mind. Artificial intelligence will not be able to figure out what is consciousness. So one of my favorite topic today I'm going to take. Before we start, what is mind? After long time, I don't remember when I had taken this topic, but in short, we will take up. According to me, once we master this topic, any text in this universe we can understand. Whether it is Bible, Quran, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita. So I think this is the basic foundation of Vedanta. And we can relate all scriptures and all different words through this chart, and then see how it refers to. Because many times when we read different scriptures, like in Jain philosophy, they say that there are different atmas, and in each atma has a different shape. So what they are referring to, in Christian philosophy, they talk about soul and spirit. Two different words are used. When we go to Bhagavad Gita, here we talk about Atma, mind, etc. So unless and until we know what they are talking about, we get confused with all this jungle of words. So this chart actually gives us basics of mind and where mind is placed in our entire personality, and then we'll take the first two sutras. So quickly we will figure out which is the creation of our own Pujya Gurudev called as BMI chart. And until everything becomes very lucid And this is our personality. This BMI chart is our personality. So through that, we'll enter this topic called as mind your mind. Actually, in our life, there is only one job we have to do, which is in our own control, which is our own creation. We have to manage our own mind. If we cannot manage our own mind, how can we manage other people's mind? How can we influence other people's mind? How can we convince other people? How can we actually have a relationship with God? Because unless and until we know our mind, how can we build all these things? Because we do not have relationship with bodies, we have relationship with mind. I may be thousands of kilometers away, but suppose I am related to somebody, the mind is related. The relationship with God is through mind, and even knowing of consciousness, the highest, for that we require mind to know it, and then we require mind only to go beyond it, beyond mind itself. So little glimpse of this BMI chart, because unless and until we know this BMI chart, we will not be able to figure out some of the Guruji's tips, what we are discussing. So this chart is a very famous chart. Gurudev in 1965-66 used to use charts on the dais and talking in English, and people were amazed at how this chart can be utilized in Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, and all texts. So all texts can be understood through this chart. Any sadhana mentioned in any of the scriptures is there in this BMI chart. So what is our personality? Our personality is this BMI chart. So the first topmost is Om, that is our supreme consciousness, that is me, that is my real nature. The definition of that is existence, consciousness, bliss. Very interestingly, in Narmada Parikrama, I asked Joy, I think most of you know Joy Naidu, so I was very happy. The entire conversation we were having on Sat Chit Ananda. What is existence, what is consciousness, what is bliss, etc. It was wonderful. So nature of this is, so my real nature is this Om, represented by Om. So Om is a symbol. And what is the nature of it? Existence, consciousness, bliss. How do I know? Because everyone wants to live. Everyone wants to exist. No one wants to die. People say, I want to die. I want to give up my life only because my body has become old now. Otherwise, nobody wants to die, because our nature is existence. So we must discuss about existence more and never talk about dying, because we cannot die. We always protect ourselves from any pain, sorrow, dying, because our nature is existence. Second, our nature is consciousness, because everyone wants to know something in this life. Entire journey is about knowing. I want to know this, I want to know that, and slowly, in Maslow's law, we say that finally a person comes to know, I want to know myself, or I want to know God. That is, these are the two final knowings. And in that knowing, the knower disappears. And the third is everyone is seeking happiness. Happiness is not a cultivated desire. Very important point. In inverted bracket, we must write down this and think about this. Seeking happiness is not a cultivated desire. It is a natural desire of us, because my nature is happiness. Now this is about Om. V is the Vasana. So Vasana is the impressions left over by action. So we have to be careful about how I am talking, what I am doing, because every minute, every second, every microsecond, Vasanas are getting created. A person might be sitting in Himalayas in a cave, but I may create hundreds of vasanas in my mind, impressions about what I want to do. So I need to catch my mind, whether it is creating imagination, whether it is creating some kind of life, next life, I want to have this, and I will have this, I will have this, I will do this, I will do that. So all these things are vasanas. Vasanas are called as our prarabdha, which gets manifested in each life. Vasanas and Om, both are unmanifested. Vasanas in another word is called as Maya, in another word called as ignorance, in another word called as impressions left over of our actions. Vasanas create desires, create like dislikes, and this Om is same in all, but what distinguishes each human, each element, each person, each animal, is the Vasana part in that. So suppose we ask that, what is the uniqueness of each person? The Vasana content is the uniqueness. Each person's Vasana, vas means fragrance, color, that differs. So these Vasanas go from one birth to another birth, along with mind and intellect. Then if you have any questions, you can ask, because I am just covering this. Those who want to refer a text, they can refer self-unfoldment. In detail, it is given. Then we have a body personality. This body perceives the objects in the world through 5 senses. Then we have a mind. We are going to take all the definitions of mind, etc. in the next slide. Then this mind is there, which feels the emotions which are created by our own self. So function of mind is to feel, function of body is to perceive, and then we have an intellect which is different than the mind. This intellect thinks the thoughts. So what is our world? When we say, this is the world, now this is very important. When we say that I am experiencing the world is not outside us. We are experiencing the world of objects, the world of emotions, and the world of thoughts. That's all. We are never in touch with the world. We are in touch with the world with our thoughts and feelings and our perceptions. So this body, mind, intellect is called as our instruments to know the world. Perceiver, feeler, thinker is called as our ego. Definition of ego is what? What is ego? Perceiver, feeler, thinker. And the OET is called as the world, what we experience. So this is me. And the entire tuning in all scriptures given to us is that body must be healthy, mind must be cheerful, intellect must be clear and concentrated. So how do I think? How do I feel? How do I perceive things in life is our main sadhana to check that how do I perceive this world? What feelings are generated in me when I interact with people, when I handle different situations? What kind of judgments I have? What kind of prejudices I have? What kind of beliefs and values do I have? Those are in the intellect. So this is me, and I must be interested in myself completely. I was so fascinated actually when I first came across this BMI chart, because this was my one of the passion for quite some time, to keep pondering about this. And because this, I found out that this is me, and it is so clearly coming out in pictorial form with a chart. So what goes in the next birth? Mind and intellect along with vasanas. And this PFT also goes, the perceiver, feeler, thinker, that is the ego. So entire Vedanta can be understood through this particular chart as such. So we must master this chart. So many times when we read other scriptures, when we find out about soul, spirit, they are actually talking about antakarana. Mind goes from one body to another body, etc., etc., not the spirit. If you ask any Christian, please distinguish between soul and spirit. Many, I do not know how many will be able to distinguish, because what they describe as soul is the mind, actually speaking, and spirit is the consciousness. In 6, they say Sat Shri Akal, that which is beyond time, that we are referring to. Sat means existence, that is Om. So that way we start understanding many Mahavakyas, many things through this simple BMI chart. So this I wanted to start with, because we are going to discuss about mind. Now we come to this question. You can ask this question to many people. What is mind? What is the definition of mind? So Gurudev says, as the mind, so the person. We say this person is good, that person is bad, this person is spiritual, that person is intelligent, that person is Buddhu, that person is jealous. Basically, what we are talking is only about his mind, not about the body. So after BMI chart, we can only say, okay, we are only describing the person from the quality of the mind. That's all. About from his entire personality, we do not know that he has a Om. Everybody is having a same consciousness, the self in me, self in all. His vasanas we do not know, his intellect we do not know, body. We are only referring to the person as good, bad, this, that is only dependent on the mind. So as the mind, so the person. So it becomes very important. What is the definition of mind? Flow of thoughts, like river is a flow of water. Water is not river. Flow of water is river. So definition is very, very important, because in Tattva Bodh we have learned that everything what we are learning which is important to us, we must know the definition clearly, because the whole confusion happens when we define it differently and then we find our definitions are different. When two people get married, their definition of love must be same, because my definition of love is X, your definition of love is Y, then there is a problem. What is the definition of love? What is the definition of relationship? What is the definition of success? What is the definition of life? What is the definition of failure? What is the definition of realization? What is the definition of bondage? All these things must be clearly known in one line, 1 to 2 lines. Because the whole transactions of communication and confusion happens when we are talking of different definitions. Somebody says, I don't love this person. You don't love me. But that person says, I love you. Because his definition and my definition of love are different. No, I am a spiritual person, the other person is material, because my definition of spirituality and material is different. So what is the definition of mind? Flow of thoughts. Extremely important definition for all of us, especially spiritual sadhak, because our only goal is to have this mind going to laya and then mano nasha, going transcending the mind. Because mind is the bondage, mind is time and space, mind has like, dislike, mind has desires. So when we talk of definition of mind, flow of thoughts, then 3 words come in the play. The flow is equal to vasana, leading to desire, leading to thoughts, leading to actions. And this action leading to vasanas again. Vasanas are impressions, leftover tendencies. So everybody's tendency is different. And we have learned in Bhagavad Gita about sattva, rajas, tamas tendency. Then when we talk about flow of thoughts of the mind, it has 3 things. Quantity of thoughts, we must reduce it. Flow, we must direct it to the noble goal. And quality, purify it. So this is our mantra in life. Reduce it, direct it, purify it. When the thoughts are many in my mind and those are contradictory, that is called as agitation, sorrow, anger, frustration, irritation. All the negative emotions are basically a huge quantity of thoughts are passing through my mind. I have no control. When slowly I reduce this quantity by various means, whatever means I can use japa, I can do meditation, One saint was saying that why people listen to rock band or music loudly, because when the music is played loudly, very loudly, my thoughts reduce. Drinking, what basically drinking does, reduce thoughts. Thought flow gets reduced. And what is the definition of happiness? Tranquility of mind. Tranquility of mind is very minimal thoughts passing through our mind. So this is our mantra for mind. Reduce the quantity. There must be a higher noble goal where mind flows automatically. This is also very interesting sadhana for us. We must check that where my mind goes naturally. Whether it goes to God, whether it goes to this person, whether it goes to moksha, whether it goes to Vedanta, where it goes naturally when I am not even aware of it. A very important sadhana for spiritual sadhak. When I am not controlling the mind, when I am just sitting alone, when I am not doing anything for a day or two, where all my mind is going, that is what is the love for mind, what it has found out. Because mind only flows to something what it loves. And people say, no, but my mind goes to something what I'm worried, because I love myself and mind goes there. My mind goes to somebody whom I hate, somewhere I worry because I love myself. Because we have learned in Maitri Brahmana dialogue that everyone loves oneself the most. And the third is quality, purify it. So our mantra for mind is 3. Reduce it, direct it, purify it. All sadhanas in entire scriptures, any scripture, any religion is basically meant for this one. And that's the reason when we say Shanti, peace of mind. Peace of mind means I want to reduce my number of thoughts. I want to feel inspired and very good about myself. That is directed towards a higher noble goal. I must feel happy and joyous and cheerful. I must have pleasant thoughts. So unless and until I purify it, it will not. So Guruji is saying, mind your mind, because that is the only thing I have to do in life when I'm transacting with people, transacting with situation, transacting with family and office. By the goal of marriage must be that slowly my thought process must reduce. It must be happy. It must be joyous. What is the goal of job? Slowly my job will create peace, satisfaction, which gives when I have a noble goal, I'm striving towards a noble goal, and my mind is having positive emotions, not negative emotions. What is the location of the mind? Very important question to us. Body is the location of mind. Mind is located entire body, because mind creates sensation at the body level. What is the proof of this? Right now, suppose you are sitting there and listening to this. Somebody touches you or the sound is coming on your ear and you are saying, I'm understanding, I'm not understanding, because mind is there at the body. Mind is there in the ears. Mind is there in the skin. Mind is there connected with every cell of the body. And when the mind goes to sleep, when somebody touches us or radio is on, TV is on, the commentary is on, Gurudev, Guruji, anybody, you put the YouTube and some people go to sleep also. Because that is the best time they find sleep, because when you listen and chant, people say, Mujhe, why I come to satsanga? One Guruji asked, why do you go to satsanga? Guruji, अच्छा लगता है वहां पे. क्या अच्छा लगता है? कान तृप्त होते हैं. अच्छा क्या कैसे कान? नहीं गुरुजी, ऐसा शांत लगता है और 15 मिनट के बाद मैं ऐसा उठता हूं तो लगता है अरे खत्म हो गया सत्संग, कितना अच्छा हो गया, बिकॉज मेरा माइंड सो जाता है. Because we only know how to reduce the quantity of thoughts is to sleep. We only know how to reduce the quantity of thought is to drink or to divert the mind something else. So location of the mind is entire body. So body does not go to sleep at all. Because when we are sleeping, the body is actually overworking, because the brain is working, circulation is happening, breathing is happening. Most important factor, what the body is doing constantly, it has no break. No, I need a break, but my stomach is not having the break, because the stomach is working overtime, because so much of dinner I had and then I have not gone for a walk, and between dinner and sleep only 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. So my stomach works 3-4 shifts together. No rest for the body. So body does not sleep. One important myth we have destroyed today, mind goes to sleep. That is a proof that mind is located in the body. They say that one of the sadhana in one of the missions or in one of the forums is that when I inhale, I must say I am not the body. When I say exhale, I am not the mind. In Amruta mission, the sadhana meditation technique is that when I inhale, I am inhaling Amma, that is a name what they take, which means existence and consciousness. And when I exhale, I must say Om. I am exhaling love and happiness. What a beautiful meditation. I am existence, consciousness, and while exhalation, I am love and happiness. This meditation, if I do anywhere, the results are quicker, because Gurudev says external means are only gross means. Meditation and sadhana is internal. Every breath. Now, what is the importance of doing meditation with breath? Because the breath goes to every cell, and my every cell knows that I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am pure consciousness. So there are meditation techniques where this kind of things we use. We had discussed this when we took meditation principles. Function. What is the function of the mind? This is very important. Feeling emotions, full stop. Mind does not have any goal. Mind has no rational, no logic. And that's the reason people fall in love. They say love is blind because mind only has the function of feeling emotions. Love, sadness, agitation, fear, anger, constantly some emotions are feeling. And when people are, we must actually get used to some time that two emotions are there. Then I feel restless. I want some thrill, some kind of emotional drama I want, because this emotional drama is very important to understand, because the ego thrives on emotional drama. I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling peaceful. Peace also is an emotion of the mind. So this drama we want, and this drama has to go on. Morning to evening, this emotional drama. So God has given, okay, I have given you 14 buffet to play on. 14 emotions are there. You play, enjoy. Whole day from morning to evening, I'm feeling nice, feeling bad, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling worried, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling loved, I'm feeling happiness, I'm feeling peaceful, then I'm feeling agitated. This drama is going on. Sometimes we must get fed up of this drama on. Oh, emotional drama nature. I want to experience the bliss of consciousness now, because mind will occupy us from morning to evening in this emotional drama. And God is very, very intelligent. He has given us good buffet. If we observe what we talk to people is about this emotional drama only, because then say, Bhagwan, तुम्हारी लीला चल रही है, हम लोग भी लीला ही कर रहे हैं. ये emotion, वो emotion, ये emotion, वो emotion. So function of mind is feeling emotions. What is a construct of thoughts? What is a thought made up of? Name, form, emotions. And this creates sensations on the body. How intellect is different than mind? Intellect function is logic, rational, analysis, comparison, discrimination, distinction. Goal is there in the intellect. And that's the reason our whole fight, what goes on inside us, is not between outside and inside. Our fight goes on between intellect and mind and body. These three are fighting with each other, because what body wants, intellect says, oh no, this should not be given to the body. You are eating too much. I know it. But then body and mind go together. So intellect has no goal. Sorry, mind has no goal. Intellect has goal. Intellect can go beyond what is seen. Mind goes to only seen. So unless and until we know this distinction between body, mind and intellect, your mind cannot be understood what Guruji is giving, because Guruji is directly giving sutras of controlling mind, managing mind, and what is the cause of agitation and how to create peace. So those who have any questions can later on today can check. So we'll with that go to the first sutra. Vidya, are you there? Where is Vidya?
Yeah, I'm there, sir.
So with that background, so I have covered in short, 30 minutes, but very important topic. I would invite all of you, please go through the summary, what will be written on this. Maybe some more points can be added. And according to me, if I master this BMI chart and this body-mind intellect relationship, this is the fundamental of all things what we are studying in Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra. Anytime I have a confusion, I can go back to BMI chart and then check what it has been talked about. So let us have at least first sutra what Guruji is giving in Mind Your Mind.
Verse number 1. Kama krodhadi vikaranam na vashama gachet. Kama krodhadi vikaranam na vashama gachet.
Second also we can read.
Okay.
Why we should not come under the sway? The reason is given in the second.
Verse number 2. मनः शांति विवेक निधेर नाशकत्वात् मनः शांति विवेक निधेर नाशकत्वात्.
So basically, what do we want in life? If you ask people today, they say, no, at least in our sphere, if we go to slum, they do not want manas shanti. They say, first give me some money, give me some food, give me shelter, give me clothes, give me job. Once we have all these things, what we want is manas shanti. I want peace of mind, because my mind is into pieces. So now Guruji is saying is that what destroys our peace of mind? First of all, number 1 point. First of all, at least those who have logged in today, 47, 48 sadhak, from today, my peace of mind should be my first priority in life. Till it does not become my first priority, I will not find my mind peaceful. Why? Because Guruji is saying is that mental peace is our wealth. So much time we go outside to earn wealth, power, fame, position, but our real wealth is my peace of mind, because that can come and go. But my real wealth is my peace of mind. We have that story that one big, king came from outside and he wanted to meet one realized person. Alexander never came because it is a fictitious character. It has been said now in history. So let us say one Mughal king came and he wanted to meet some realized person. He went in search. And then he came to know that there is one person in this particular village under a tree sleeping. So he went and met him. So he was lying there. He told, I am the king. He told, you might be the king, but how does it matter to me? No, I will catch you. Catch me. I don't have. You don't want anything from me. He told. The king asked that person who was lying under a tree, and he was so peaceful that king started feeling jealous. He told, yeah, I want something from you. What? Just move aside, because I am just sleeping in sunlight. You are blocking my sunlight. That's what I want. It's so peaceful. Because once I get that peace, no one else can take away. Because that is my wealth. So from today, we have less time for today's session. Next time we'll continue. But from today, what we will change is that I will keep my peace of mind as my first priority to create, number 1. Secondly, I will consider my peace of mind as the real wealth, what I have got. When one person asks, what is spirituality? One of the definition of spirituality is when I close my eyes, there is peace and rock-like peace, blissful peace. And when I open my eyes, I just see what I can do for others with that peace. How can I spread that peace? Service. That thought comes. That is the highest level of spirituality. So here Guruji writes in the first 2 verses that one should not come under the sway of vices like desire and anger. So number 1, to understand this verse, there is a 3-line story. One person went to one saint and asked, I want peace. Three-line story. Huh? One person went to one saint and asked 3 words, I want peace. The saint said, simple. First, remove the want. And second, remove the I. Peace will be always there. Peace is already there. You don't have to have it from outside. So very, 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 very important one. I don't have to create peace. I must not go in search of peace, because peace we are already having. We must remove something what is disturbing our peace. So whenever I'm agitated, whenever I'm angry, whenever I'm sad, whenever my peace of mind is getting into pieces, when I'm not finding peaceful, I must ask one important question. I must introduce, They say that what I'm having is not important, what I'm seeking is important. And in seeking, what I'm getting is not important. What is the question I'm asking is very important, because one question can destroy a lot of things. So one question I must ask, that what is disturbing my peace of mind? That one question can take care of 50% of our agitation. And then once we figure out that which aspect in life is disturbing my peace, that if I let go, I don't have to let go a person, I don't have to let go family, I don't have to let go relationship, I don't have to let go job. I must let go that attachment with that particular thing, and peace already is found. So here, similar thing Guruji is saying is that one should not come under the sway of vices like desire and anger. Now we are going to discuss this in the next class, desire and anger, in detail, because we know that in Bhagavad Gita there is a ladder of fall. And that is where Guruji has written this verse. What is most precious and valuable in our life to us? Number one point is peace of mind. We must be having peace of mind. The mind must be cheerful and happy. And I must be in control with myself. The mind will be with myself, not with somebody else, not somewhere else. If the mind travels further and further and further, it gets tired. Guruji says, like a pig, it goes in various places, dustbin, and it gets tired and dirty, and then that same mind comes back to me, because mind has the power to travel. So my mind must be with myself. My mind must be peaceful. That is the most precious, valuable thing in our life. So this is what is the first sutra, and the chapter is based on this, that unless and until I value my own emotions, unless and until I take care of my own mind, no one is going to take care of it. Today we take care of our money, our things, our mobile phone, but our emotions and mind is just lying anywhere. Anybody else can come and disturb us anytime. One word from somebody, my mind gets disturbed. Something happens and my mind gets disturbed for long. So that is happening because I am not giving it the value what it deserves. So my first job, or a spiritual sadhak's job, actually spiritual sadhak's job, is to first of all take a resolution today that from today I will value what is happening in my mind more. I will value my peace more. I will value my cheerfulness more. And whatever is to be done for it, that is my greatest wealth, because this mind is go to the next level. All other things what I'm working, they are not going to come with me in the next life. So we are going to take this sutra slightly in detail next class. Wonderful chapter Guruji has taken so that we can discuss so many things. One of my favorite topic is mind, thoughts, emotions, how to quieten, how to regulate, how to concentrate, how to transcend is our journey. So we'll complete. Anybody has any questions on BMI chart, they can ask. Otherwise, we will close. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.